There we go. That's good there. And that good there. So welcome back here. We're doing what as anything happens since and there that's a walk. And here comes Griffin Becker to the play if I'm not mistaken. And it is Griffin Becker. So a walk to Latcha. And here comes the Red Raider EH Griffin Becker to the plate.
What are you doing his last at bat, JT?
He struck out.
And ball outside.
Ball outside. 1-0 to count. How about your schedule for football this year? You'll be putting on a lot of miles.
Well, the teams around here are pretty scared to play us, so we've got to branch out a little bit.
Yeah. 2-0 to count to Griffin Becker. As you look at the teams here, you look at Logan Schmidt. There was 3 Schmidts in the batter's box. The pitcher Logan Schmidt for Williamsburg, the catcher Jonathan Schmidt, and the batter Ethan Schmidt.
Well, there's a lot of Schmidt going around, huh?
Yeah. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. It's going to be
how'd you keep it all straight,
another
JT?
walk. 2-0, another walk. Here comes Tyler McMullen to the plate. But 5 walks for Fueling and 5 walks for Logan Schmidt. 10 combined walks.
I was going to say, we're at 51 minutes in this ball game and only in the top of the 4th. So in a 2-1 game, so there's been some long counts.
Yeah, there has been some long counts. And now Austin Searwick coming in. But how about the job Coach Matt Miller did last night? A 3-run jack by Mitchell Johnson to come back after Trey Weber came in, plunked the tying run for the Decorah Vikings, and then a big single by Marcus Beatty, and then a 3-run jack on top of the Independence bus. Said Ben Hupke last night.
We got to park our bus a little further away. These guys lift a lot of weights nowadays, right, JT?
Yeah, but that's what Ben said. I don't know if that was fact or fiction, but I don't know. First pitch is a ball, 1-0 to count. But Independence, I believe, should not be any lower than a 2 seed. Unbiased for baseball.
Yeah, it'd be nice to finish this week here with, we got 4 more games that'll probably go in before the seeding time. I think you go something like 3-1, 4-0. I think you're right in the mix for a 2, and then you can make an argument for a 1.
Yeah.
If something gets away from you and goes 0-4, that could get a little hairy.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Mm-hmm. And how would that loss to Ballard early in the season making it 2-1 to count to Tyler McMullen is how the 7-3 loss to Ballard, because Ballard has won 11 out of their last 12 since beating Independence.
Yeah. So they're getting a little bit hot right now, and but the good thing is we got some nice wins in our resume with wins over Wallert and Xavier, Kennedy, Clear Creek, Amana, etc. So, I think certainly our resume goes up there with anybody's.
3-2 the counts is John Howard.
This is an out that we need to get here.
Swing and a miss! Big strikeout there by Dawson Fueling for out number 2. And here comes Cale Steakley 0 for 1 with a fly out to Caleb Clendenin. But the Mustangs here have been good so far. Here comes the first pitch. Outside, 1-0 to count.
So is there 2 outs or 1 out, JT?
There we go. 2 out in the inning. Cale Steakley.
And just as I reminded JT, we got another little reminder, didn't we?
Yeah, but 1-0 to count. Here comes the pitch. Outside, 2-0 is the count to Cale Steakley. I'm Dan Turner with Coach Putz, and I spoke with Ben saying we could be a dome team this year.
Yeah, I think we got a long ways to go, but we got to, keep working hard, and we got a good group here, and that's ball 4, and we are, bases loaded, 2 outs here. We really need to bear down.
Yeah, we need to bear down.
Got the 2-1 lead here, top of the fourth. You're probably playing 5 innings today. I think a time limit or 5 innings here in L3. It's going to be very important that we get this thing.
Oh, so it's only 5 innings.
Well, don't quote me on that, JT. I got to ask the AD.
I put down 7. The first pitch was a strike.
Yep, strike.
A strike, 0-1 the count. And the big thing for the Mustangs here, can they get out of this with no damage done? Here comes the next pitch. Is a ball, 1-1 the count. Let's see what the Mustang heard to say. That's going to be popped up. Ethan Schmidt
gives it a look.
Gives it a chase. It's 1-2. But that's what softball's missing. In my opinion, we don't have like a rock solid catcher behind the plate to block. But Ethan Schmidt, Keegan Schmidt, and then a steal attempt by Caleb Latcha.
Oh, no.
And then they throw it away.
Okay, we could be okay. We were approaching almost an obstruction there. I think the Williamsburg coach is looking for it. I don't quite think you can award him home plate. I think he's on his way back. Ball hit him. I don't think I have obstruction there. And they're going to give it to him. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure I had that, but certainly there was some contact. The rundown was not well executed at all. When you do a rundown, you really need to be out of the base pass slightly. You need to get that ball back there a little sooner, and we've got to execute a little better there.
You should be the rules analyst. So a defensive obstruction, and then advance to. So 2-2 is the score off of a hit by pitch. Got him the first run, and obstruction got him the second run. Here comes Schmidt. Also giving a look is Ethan Callahan. And it's going to be backside there, but nothing doing so far. Game 1 of this doubleheader. Dawson Stratton 0-2 with 2 lineouts to the same person.
So I think we got 2-1
to Mason Hummel. 2-1 count.
I think.
Here comes a 2-1 count. Pitch.
That's in a tough spot, JT.
And it gets right in between Clendenin and Troutman, and 2 runs will score. A 2 RBI single. And staying at. And it's now a 4-2 lead for Williamsburg. And
we have a pitching change.
And pitching change. Let's see who comes in, but
looks like Mason Roundabout.
I think so.
And we brought in a new outfielder, and out in left field. So, yeah, we had a chance to get out of the inning there with no runs, and we had that obstruction call, and even worse, it moved up the other runners.
Yeah.
So that base hit then scored 2. So that was a tough break for the Mustangs there, but it's still a 4-2 ball game, and we'll be okay here.
Yep. We definitely are, so that's a good thing, but Mustangs have a big task tonight for against this Williamsburg ball club. This Williamsburg team is 16-11 on the year. Mustangs are 17-7, 13-3 inside the Walmack West division.
What's our record, JT? 17 and what?
7.
That's a good record.
But because I don't know how quickly Command is ahead of us, they have less losses, so that's why they're ahead of us.
Yeah, but it'll all settle in, once we get all the games made up. And the key is, just coming out and winning ball games. Like the other night with Benton Community, we were down by 4 there for a while, and we ended up coming back winning by 9, got the bats going. But that's certainly not a game you can drop, in a conference title race when it's this close. You got to go out and win the game you're capable of winning.
Yeah, and the teams that, like, You look at Vinton, 1-23 season.
Try broadcasting those games, JT.
Uh-huh.
Who'd they beat?
And they beat East Marshall 9-3.
Oof.
East Marshall was 5-12.
That's why you play the games, right? We got one out here, JT, little reset. We got one out, run around on first. Mason Roundabout takes over. We got a pickoff attempt, and he's easily back.
I'm trying to get the runner off a second on my app, but
you gotta get the count up there. What if Mr. Howard loses the count?
Here comes the pitch. That's gonna be a ball. On the second is Bowen Stratton. 1-0 the count. So Boston Otthofer, 1 for 1 today with a hit by pitch and a triple. That's a swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. My good season by head coach Sean Conway just lost in the Region 6 championship to Shell Rock. 3-0, and I was on the call of that one. That's going to be fouled back. 1-2 to count.
How about the job that Coach Ruprecht's doing on the base pads umpiring out there today?
Yeah.
He's got white shoes on. It appears he forgot his black ones at home.
Yeah, he did probably. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be swung on and miss for the third out of the inning. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors. Williamsburg left 2 on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Williamsburg leads it 4-2. You're listening to Independence Mustang Level 3 Baseball on the JT Sports Network. Welcome back here to a sunny Kegler Field inside the Gators Machinery Manufacturing Press Box with Coach Putz being the AC guy for the game. First pitch is a ball, 1-0 the count. Williamsburg leads 4-2 to score. Mason Ronabaum. Next pitch. That's going to be another ball, 2-0 to count.
Could get a leadoff guy on here, be good.
Yep, it would be. That's going to be a ground ball through, and a tough play for the third baseman, McMullen, and that's going to be a safe and infield single. An infield single for Mason Ronabaum, only the third hit of the game for the Mustangs, and here comes Mason Hummel 0 for 1 with a lineout. Now, if you can get him some way to second base here without getting an out, that would be perfect situation for head coach Austin Searwick. Here comes the first pitch from Logan Schmidt, and that's not the Cookwood Logan Schmidt.
Well, if it was, I'll tell you what, Mr. Howard needed a better chest protector because the ball would come in pretty fast.
Yeah. With the arms that Kirkwood has with Blaine Harper now, also, I wonder where he will go after Kirkwood. 2-0 to count. Because Blaine Harper now is one of the best pitchers in Iowa high school baseball history. Had a career ERA of 0.93 at Rims St. Mary's. That's fouled back. 2-1 to count.
Well, if you pitch at a Catholic school, JT, it doesn't count if you ask me. But no, certainly a nice career. There had been a lot of really good high school pitchers in the state of Iowa, hasn't there, over the years?
Yeah. Here comes the pitch, the 2-1 pitch from Logan Schmidt. That's fouled back. 2-2 to count. 2-2 to count to Mason Hummel. Mustangs travel all the way down to Williamsburg. And then a big task week 0 in football against the Assumption Knights. Big task there. That one's going to be a ground ball for the hole. Base hit. Base hit.
Have a hanging curveball there, lefty, righty, and Mason sat back on it. A little bit up in the zone, put a good swing, and found the hole.
And here comes the Dawson Fueling 0 for 1 today with a walk and a fly out. And the Mustangs have the tying run at first. Go ahead run at the plate in Dawson Fueling. Williamsburg leads it 4-2. 4 runs on 2 hits for Williamsburg. Independent. That's a good bunt. Perfect bunt for Dawson Fueling. And it tags him off the bag, though, but he makes a play.
That was a very nice play. It was, as you said, JT, a perfect bunt. First base line, left-handed pitcher, grabbed it, spun around, had to avoid the base runner, threw it wide, and the first baseman kind of dove, kept his foot in the bag, and made a nice catch. I thought he threw it away.
Me too. But that was a perfect bunt. You can't even place it more perfect than that. But Carson Greer saves at least 2. He just saved the lead.
Yeah.
Because that ball goes into the out to backstop. Both runs scores. 0-1 the count. And not only that, he kept his foot on the bag long enough to get the out.
And that was really the only place the pitcher could put that ball. There's a shot.
In the left field. Making the catch is Brummel. And it's going to be a sac fly. Ronnebaum scores. And the Mustangs pull within 1 at 4-3. Hummel stays at second. So Hummel onside. It's a good shot, but that'll be foul. 0-1. Two out here. Mustangs down 4-3. Tying run in scoring position at second base of Mason Hummel. Caleb Clendenin 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, this is the big at-bat here. You got runner in scoring position. We're going to the 5th. We're not sure how many innings we're playing here with the time limit. Approaching an hour and 10 minutes already. Might be a 5-inning game anyway. So, realistically here, get a runner in and then go down and shut him down next inning.
That's going to be ground ball to...
Ooh, high throw.
High throw, and it's safe. Can a game end in a tie?
I think it can in lower level.
That's a throwing error on the shortstop. But Herm Edwards says you play to win the game.
Herm Edwards does say that.
Uh-huh. The coach at Arizona State. Now pitch is high, 1-0 to count. What's your assessment of Iowa football?
What's the expectation? I think you have a nice season. 8 or 9 wins, I bet.
If you want to win a West, you got to go undefeated in the West.
Yeah, and really got to take care of Wisconsin. I think the West runs through Wisconsin right now. It has for quite a few years.
Yeah.
Good pitch in outside corner. Yeah, Hayden Johnson's going to take second. There'll be no throw with the runner on third. Now a base hit probably gives you the lead here.
Yeah. But if you want to make any of the Big Six bowls, your only 2 losses can be to Ohio State and Michigan. And that's going to be a ball. 2-1 the count. And what? But if you lose to, like, let's say
Purdue.
Purdue like they did last year.
And the year before.
And that one is shot into left field. Doesn't stay fair. It does.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, I thought it stayed fair.
Yeah, we don't have as good angles as Mr. Howard, but that is as close as it gets, isn't it?
That's inches right there.
Yeah, at most.
If you're a Williamsburg fan, you just exhaled a big gulp of relief juice. 2-2 to count.
Now you got to protect here, don't you? Curveball.
And it's going to be a ball.
Awfully close, but it was up and out.
Runners will get a head start.
No, there's nobody on first. So if it's ball 4, you can get tagged out of home plate. I don't know if I do that, JT. You can if you want, but I wouldn't.
I thought it was always every 3-2 runners would get a head start.
Well, think about it, though, JT. So if he walks, he goes to first base, where do they move to? So then it becomes a steal.
Yeah. We do it again, 3-2. That's going to be a ground ball.
Nice
Logan
play by
Schmidt.
the pitcher.
And he will throw it on to end the inning. Mustangs do get a run. It is 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error. Independence left, 2 on base. 7th left on base for the Mustangs. 6th left on base for Williamsburg. You'll see 2 Independence Mustang. Level 3 baseball as I drop my phone on the JT Sports Network. And you look at Independence softball as we walk you back into the broadcast. Independence started the season 0-10, and they're now 8-12. They have won 8 out of their last 12 games.
Yeah.
For head coach Alex Farmer, first-year head coach.
Yeah, there's no two. I mean, the schedule's been a little brutal there to start the year, and the storm and find out your team a little bit. But
at one point of the season, 8 Walmart teams was ranked inside the top 15. West Delaware was ranked. I can pull up the rankings right now. We will get to that in a minute. But here comes Logan Schmidt, Carson Greer, Alan Jasper, and anybody gets on, Jonathan Schmidt will come to the plate. First pitch is a strike on 1 to count. You have in 2A, in 3A you have the next pitch is a strike. 0-2 you have 2nd ranked Mount Vernon, 3rd ranked Williamsburg, 3rd ranked Clear Creek Commander in 4A. And that ball's shot back foul. We do it again 0-2. You had Beckman that was ranked at one point.
Yeah.
You had West Delaware that was ranked at one point.
Charles City was ranked at one point early in the year. We played them.
Yeah. And we should have won that game. You saw all the situations.
Yeah, but now you see who's ranked in 2A there, Loiza Muscatine. I used to work down there. They won a state titles, and a state runner-up.
And that must have been a hit by pitch.
Yeah, it was.
Hit by pitch to Logan Schmidt. And here comes Carson Greer 0 for 2. But you look at North Lynn, 13-0. They are 25th consecutive week as being the #1 team, all the way back to last year.
You should have beat him, JT. We had him on the ropes, Wesleyan tournament.
And
lost in the international tiebreaker. Oh, that is
down.
Squib down the line fair. That's going to be a base hit.
That's gonna be a base hit. That's how we lost when McKenzie was there with When McKenzie was there against Northland, we lost that way too.
Yeah, that was a left-handed batter there, and he just kind of was a little late on the swing, got inside out, and right down the third base line there for a hit. And probably would have been a double had there not been a runner on first, because he couldn't get the third being down that line there.
West Liberty's ranked number 6, and they only 6-3. These rankings sometimes crack me up. Here comes Alan Jaspering 0-for-2 with a strikeout and a ground out. And Anamosa's 3-6.
Oh, we got pickoff.
A pickoff.
I got another rundown. See if we can execute it. Oh, he dropped the ball, but we still got a rundown. We still got it. Oh, get rid of it. Good. All right, reset the rundown. All right, catch it. Feeling's going to catch him there. No, he's not. And we got one.
That was a Hall of Fame call there, Coach Putz. How you call that?
I'm going to call that. That's going to be 1 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 4. I don't know how the 4 got back in there, but I believe Feeling ended up with it there.
Here comes a pitch. That's a strike on one. How?
I was about to comment on the size of the leads of Williamsburg, especially with a back pick being available at first base. And Ronenbaum caught him sleeping off second.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he tried it again.
And almost back in. But how can you be 3-6 and ranked in the top 15?
Well, the state must know what they see. Maybe they played a bunch of hard games. And
yeah, they did.
They got some bad weather, nights.
Bettendorf, 4-5, ranked 14th. Southeast Polk, 5-5.
What week did you grab those rankings from? Those aren't the current ones, are they?
Yeah, those are the current ones.
Hey, they must need to be updated, I guess.
And then you look at the Iowa Boys Coaches Association, and that's a strike. 0-2. 0-2 to count.
We really got to take advantage of here in a one-run ball game here in the 5th. Good pitch, Swibber.
And he will get foul, and he has to go back.
Back in my day, JT, when we played on grass, every now and then those squibbers would catch the lip and spin back into play.
And my dad always tells me about that. Squibbers back into play. Okay, the latest rankings. Independence is ranked 8th. Another pickoff attempt. Assumptions 1, Grinnell 2, Western Dubuque 3, Council Bluffs, Lewis Central 4, Sea Rapids Xavier 5, Waller 6, ADM 7, New Independence Mustangs 8, Creek Creek Commander 9, and North Polk in our sub-state ranked number 10.
Ball. Shortstop, Callahan scoops it up, throws it first. Easy, out of the inning. Sorry, it's only out 2, JT. You got me sleeping there with the rankings.
So second out of the inning, and West Delaware is getting votes. Marion's getting votes as well. But here comes Jonathan Schmidt 0-for-1 with a walk and a flyout. And that gets behind him, and luckily for the Mustangs, Ethan Schmidt climbs the ladder to keep that one in play. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a strike. 0-1 the count. And Northland people are not happy. They're ranked 6th.
Yep, we got to win the games, I guess, right?
That's fouled off. 0-2 the count. That's their lowest ranking since 2014. When they were the last not in the state tournament was 2014 was the last time they went in the state baseball tournament.
Yeah, they've had a nice run.
That's fell back. Again, we do it 0-2.
In 2014, JT, Northland Baseball went up to the Edco tournament, and they got 10-run ruled by Louisa Muscatine. Head baseball coach myself. That's how I know
that. But you look at Northland basketball. They have one that's gonna be shot into left field. Ronabom's gonna give a look at it, but he's gonna let it go foul again.
That's Hayden Johnson. Ronabom's on the mound, right?
Oh.
That's all right, JT. We're doing radio. The listeners at home don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
As long as we say a player. I guess they do now because I told them. And the 0-2 pitch. Curveball. Oh, and it almost hit him. Reminiscent of the Trey Weber night we had there against Wahlert.
Yep, it was. But they have won 129 out of the last 137 games.
That's a shot down the right field line, and it's just foul.
1-2, and this year, Northland had their 90-game winning streak inside the Tri-Rivers Conference snapped.
And you know who snapped that winning streak in basketball, JT?
Who?
The Edgewood-Colesbury Vikings, which I'm an alumni of. You don't mess with the Medco Vikings, JT. They're competitive athletes over there. That's what I say.
When was the last time they made a state tournament in anything?
Well, they were in the state basketball tournament. I want to say 2019, maybe 18. In fact, they won the sub-state game here against Dunkerton. I gave them the banner. It's a chopper, and it's going to get away, and a run's going to score.
And that's an error. An error on Ethan Callahan.
And it would have been a tough play, but had a shot there, and you know now the key is you got to rebound and get the out and limit the damage here.
Yeah, you do. So you must have been a happy person.
I was.
For your alumni.
Yeah, I was.
Did you wear your Echo shirt to that game?
I did, but under my Independence pullover. But I tell you what I did do, JT, is I did. Dunkerton was the home team, but I put them on the visitor side of the bleachers.
That is so corked. Even the AD was against Dunkerton.
Don't tell anybody from Dunkerton that, JT.
I won't. That's a strike. 1-1. Unless many people listening to this broadcast would tell someone from Dunkerton. I just went by their school just not long ago. That's a nice facility there. Home of the Raiders.
And it's 0-1 here. And nice. Oh,
sorry,
it's 0-2. That's strike 3. Mason gets out of the inning. Good pitch.
He gets out of the inning.
All right, JT, I have to sign off. Go back to work.
What?
Thanks for having me.
What?
Always a pleasure to be on the JT Sports Net.
All right. That is. Test 1, 2. Is that it? Welcome back here, Independence Mustang. Level. Test. Crap. I need to unplug this. Test. Test. There we go. Welcome back here to Independence Mustang, Level 3 Baseball on the JT Sports Network. Thank you for Coach Putz for stopping by and to give me his wisdom of a bunch of stuff. That's why we created a YouTube link as well. Here comes our first pitch to Ethan Callahan. That ball is a strike on one. But you look at the rankings. Don Bosco's ranked 5, but Mason 70, Newman Catholic ranked number 2. Remsen St. Mary's number 1. Again, 23-0. They haven't lost a game since 2 years ago. That's going to be popped up to Brummel. Brummel will make the catch for out number 1. So here comes Ethan Schmidt off for today with 2 walks. So here comes Ethan Schmidt to the plate. And if you're listening on either one of YouTube or Meredix, we are dual broadcasting on both my platforms. Here comes the first pitch to Schmidt. It's a ball. 1-0. I need new pitcher. It is new pitcher Bowen Stratton. That will move. No, it's Bowen Stratton. That will move Logan Schmidt to second. And I will move Boston Altenhofer to second. And that's going to be a ground ball to McMullen. McMullen will make the play. Second to first for out number 2. So 2 out in the inning. And here comes Cale Troutman off 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. Here comes the first pitch, bottom of the 5th. And
If you turn the mic, they want you to announce that the concession is going to close after between games.
alright.
So can you do that?
Sorry about that. Here comes the next pitch. It's going to be rim shot back to. Here comes the 0-0 pitch. That's going to be fouled back. 0-1 the count. We'll be back with game 2 in just a couple minutes. Welcome back here to Independence Mustang Level 3 Baseball on the JT Sports Network. And it's going to be a good one here in the nightcap between... It's going to be a good one there. So here we go, 5 innings, 10 fielders. The other fielder is other field. The other field, the other field position. Here it is. Here comes Finn Brummel, Colby McMullen, Luke Hideko, Caleb Lacha will come to the plate if anybody reaches. It'd be Brummel, McMullen, and Hideko, Lacha, Pryor, Kerry, Kent, Grobe, Rahi, and Jonathan Schmidt. First pitch is a ball from Caleb Troutman. We underway here in game number 2. You can listen to both on Meredix and on YouTube. Next pitch is a ball to an 0 count. Seth Ruprecht now behind the plate, and John Howard behind the bases. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. That's going to be high, and that's 3-0 start for Cale Troutman. Here comes the 3-0 pitch coming. Three-0 pitch, and that is a walk. A 4-pitch walk to Finn Brummel. And here comes Colby McMullen to the plate. So run out first, nobody out. Colby McMullen. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. The 5th straight ball thrown by Cale Troutman. Cale Troutman here goes the next pitch, and that's the ball as well. The 6th straight ball thrown by Cale Troutman. 2-0 to count to Colby McMullen. Now they ball 3-0. Back-to-back 3-0 counts. Back-to-back 3-0 counts. Here comes a 3-0 pitch. And then it's going to be back-to-back 4-pitch walks. Back-to-back 4-pitch walks. 8 balls so far by Cale Troutman. And his whip is infinite with 2 walks here. 2 batters faced, 2 walks, and finally a strike is across 0-1. Watch the NBA draft tonight if you want to see where Keegan Murray is going to play his professional ball or start his career at. Next pitch down in the dirt, it's a ball, 1-1. 1-1 to count to Luke Hideko. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. It's a strike. Good pitch there by Troutman. 1-2. 9 balls, 2 strikes for Troutman so far. We're doing broadcasting this because Justin Putz wants to be on the broadcast, which he was. That's going to be a ground ball caught by Clendenin, but it's foul. We remain 1-2. And because it was being weird, the links were being weird. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Luke Hideko. Mustang's eating out in the worst way. That's going to be popped up, and it's going to be a base hit for Hideko. And the bases are now loaded. Bases are loaded now. Everybody moves up a base, and here comes Caleb Latcha with an infinite whip. Here comes Caleb Latcha to the plate. Still nobody out in the inning, and swinging out the high cheese is Caleb Latcha, 0-1. Hideko on first, McMullen on second, Bromo on third. Already bases loaded. That one's in the dirt. 1-1 the count. 1-1 the count to Caleb Latcha. Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be in the dirt. 2-1 the count. 2-1 is the count to Caleb Latcha. Williamsburg won game 1, 5-3. And that's high, 3-1. 3-1 the count to Caleb Latcha. Here comes the windup. The 3-1. That's a strike. 3-2. Runners would not get a head start because nobody out. Here we go. That's a swing and a miss. Down on strikes for the first out of the inning. And here comes Ethan Pryor. If the Mustangs can get out of this with no damage done, that will be a tremendous pitching performance by Cale Troutman. First pitch is a ball, though. 1-0 to count. 13 balls for Cale Troutman already. But very patient hitters on Williamsburg. That's high, 2-0. 2-0 to count. No place to put Ethan Pryor. Already a walk and a hit. 2 walks and a hit in the inning, and he has a whip of 9. That's a ball, 3-0. The third 3-0 count on the first inning for Cale Troutman. But Troutman just needs to settle down. Just play catch with Caleb Clendenin. And that's a strike, just like I said. Play catch with him, 3-1. 3-1 the count, 23 pitches in the inning for Cale Troutman. Here comes a 3-1 pitch, and that's going to be a walk. And Williamsburg takes a 1-0 lead. Is it earned? Yes, it is. It is an earned run. And here comes P.J. Carey to the plate. The 6th batter already in the inning. Next pitch, strike. Good pitch there by Troutman. 1-1 the count. 0-1 the count to P.J. Carey. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Giving chase is Bailey. Also Hayden Johnson. It will be out of play. 0-2. Good comeback, though, by Cale Troutman. First 0-2 count that he's pitched today. Top of inning number first. Williamsburg leads the morning cap 1-0. Here's the pitch, and that's a ball. 1-2. 1-2 to count. Next pitch is a ball. 2-2. 2-2 to count. And that's going to be a strikeout for the second out of the inning. Good pitch there by Troutman after walking 3 batters. He has had 2 Ks. And here comes Nolan Kent. First pitch by him is going to be a ball. 1-0 count. 30 pitches in the inning. Shout out to Mitch Johnson, who had himself a night with 3 hits, including a pair of home runs equaling 6 RBI. Definitely a performance of the week candidate for Mitch Johnson from Iowa Baseball. And Keenan Kramer's calling it the MJ flu game. And it's going to be a ball. 3-0. 32 pitches in the inning, only 21 balls from by Cale Troutman and a whip of 6. Here comes a 3-0 pitch, and that is high, and that is a walk. It's now 2-0 Williamsburg. 2 runs on 1 hit. A whip of 7.50. Both runs are earned against Cale Troutman. 4 walks in the inning, and then that's hit by pitch to make it 3-0. So 2 strikeouts, 1 hit, 4 walks, and a hit batter. And that's going to be it. With Cale Troutman don't get past the first inning. Coach Sarwick is out there with and it's been 3 runs on 1 hit this inning. 4 walks and a hit batter. Four walks and a hit batter. So here comes Aiden Ratchin. That's a strike on 1 count. 35 pitches in the inning. He's not going to go more than 2, maybe even 3. That's high. And then you get it back to first. He is safe. Cale Troutman only has 24 balls. Yeah, a whip of 7.50. That's not that good. That doesn't mean popped up. It's going to be a base hit. Run scores. 2 runs scores. And Williamsburg leads it 5-0 on a 2-run single. It's now 5-0. Williamsburg here in the morning cap. Cale Troutman's getting hit like a piñata. A whip of 9. all 5 runs have been earned against him. That is going to be a base hit. And that's going to score a run, making it 6-0. So it's 6-0 Williamsburg. All 6 runs have been earned, and he has an ERA of 45. 10 batters faced, 6 runs, 2 strikeouts, 3 hits, 5 walks, and a whip of 10.50 plus a hit batter. This game's been all Williamsburg from the start. 6-0. Red Raiders. There's a strike. 0-1 the count. Williamsburg leads this one 6-0 in the top half of the first inning. That's going to be swing and a miss. 0-2. 0-2 to count. 40 pitches already for Troutman in the inning. This inning has been taking 15 minutes. That's going to be fouled back. We do it again, 0-2. 15-minute first inning already. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Finn Bermel. And then a ball. And they have batted around. They have batted around in this inning with 10 batters. He's 0 for 0 today with a walk. That's impressive. This is the 11th batter of the inning. There's going to be a ground ball. Charged and dived to make a good play there to end the inning. 6-4 put out for the 3rd out of the inning. Not before Williamsburg gets 6 runs on 3 hits. They were no independent errors, and they left 2 on base. We played a half inning from Mustang Park and Kegler Field. Williamsburg leads it 6-0. You're listening to Independence Mustang Level 3 Baseball right here on the JT Sports Network. Back to Kegler Field. First pitch gonna be a ball by Griffin Becker. 1-1 to Dawson Fielding, Kramer, Bailey, Callahan, Clendenin, Johnson, Rombaum, Troutman, Moore. For the Mustangs lineup. 2-0 the count. We need some base runners, and we love free bases. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. That's gonna be a strike. He went around. 2-1 the count. 2-1 the count to Dawson Fielding. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Now it's gotta be roped into left field, but a nice catch by Keegan Grove for out number 1. Here comes Cameron Kramer up to bat, and he's been okay, batting .250 in 8 at-bats, 4 runs scored, 1 RBI, 1 walk, 1 stolen base. First pitch, strike, 0-1 the count to Cameron Kramer. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be tattooed back into the Williamsburg bullpen. 0-2. 0-2 to count. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be behind him. 1-2 to count. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be blooped out. Shortstop Kent to the first baseman Caleb Latcha for out number 2. And here comes Michael Bailey to the plate. 2 outs in the bottom half of the first. First pitch. That's going to be a ball. 1-0. 1-0 to count. That pitch is going to be a ball. 2-0. 2-0 to count to Michael Bailey. Here comes a 2-0 pitch. Now it's going to be grounded out to the third baseman Pryor. He steps off the bag, but he did get him. 1, 2, 3. Go to Mustangs in the first. We go to the top of the second. From Mustang Way Park and Kegler Field. You'll see 2 Independence Mustang, level 3 baseball on the JT Sports Network. Mustang, level 3 baseball on the JT Sports Network. back, folks. Welcome back. Here, first pitch ball, next pitch strike. 1-1 to count to Colby McMullen. That one is fouled back. 1-2. 46 pitches already. We only in the top of the second. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. And it's high. For a ball. 2-2. 2-2 to count. Here comes the 2-2 selection. That's high. 3-2. 3-2 to count to Cody McMullen. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. There's going to be another walk. Another walk for Troutman, the 5th walk of the game. And here comes Luke Hideko, 1-for-1 with a single. So here comes Luke Hideko. First pitch, that's going to be a ball, another ball. The 30th ball for Kyle Troutman. 1-0. Here's the pitch. That's going to be swung on and missed. It's going to be thrown down to third, not in time. A stolen base for Colby McMullen. And now 1-1. 1-1 to count to Luke Hideko. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. That's going to be popped up, foul. We would do it again, 1-2. Here we are, folks. Lincoln Onen, the head coach of this Williamsburg team. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And is behind him. 2-2 now to count. 2-2 to count. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. He will throw it back over there. Back in safely is McMullen. There's going to be a pop fly. Caught and a double play. Double play, the Indians. Double play, 2 out. It went all the way back to the wall, 8-6. He's out on the force, 8-6. And that is 2 outs now in the inning. And here comes Caleb Latcha, 0-for-1 with a strikeout. Swung on and missed. 0-1. 0-1 to count. And a top of inning number 2, 2 outs. Already a half hour into this one. That one is a ball, 1-1 to count. 56 pitches already for Troutman. He is whips down to 4.80. But two strikeouts, 3 hits, 5 walks, and a hit batter. So he has 6 3 passes, a half of a dozen 3 passes, another ball, 33 balls for Cale Troutman. Then gonna be a ball 3-1. 3-1 to count. The Caleb Latcha. Here's a pitch, and there's gonna be a walk. Another walk. The 6th walk of the game for Cale Troutman. His ERA is back up to 5.40. The 7th free pass given today by Cale Troutman. First pitch to even Pryor, 0 for 0 today with a walk. You know what? But every batter he has walked or hit, every batter but 3. That is... First pitch is a ball. 1-0. 1-0 to count. 1-0 to count.
If you haven't already, be sure to try the Dutch commentary in FIFA22 because it's absolutely hilarious. We have a lift up. If you haven't already, be sure to try.
1-0 count to Ethan Pryor. Then to be popped up. Cameron Kramer will have it for the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. And Williamsburg leads it 6-0. USA 2 Independence Mustang Level 3 Baseball on the JT Sports Network.
Their FIFA22 Premier League team is after receiving by over 100.
Here we go. In the bottom of the 2nd, Callahan, Clendenin, Hayden, Johnson, Avery gets on. Mason Rumbomb to the plate. First pitch. And a ball. 1-0. 1-0 to count. Ethan Callahan. Next pitch. Another ball. 2-0 to count. How about this? 61 pitches for Cale Troutman, 36 balls. 6 walks, 1 hit batter, 2 strikeouts, 3 hits, and an ERA of 15. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball foul. 2-1 count. To Ethan Callahan. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That's going to be belted into left field. It's over the head of Keegan Grove. It's going to be a double for Ethan Callahan. It's a stand-up double for Ethan Callahan. And the Mustangs have a little bit of life here in the bottom of the second. Here comes Caleb Clendenin to the plate, the Mustang catcher. Here comes the first pitch coming. That one is a ball. Well, 1-0 to count. 1-0 to count to Caleb Clendenin. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Turn over the count to Caleb Clendenin. Callahan got on off a leadoff stand-up double. Only back to the wall. That is a ball. 3-0. Only 35 minutes in this game. We might not make it past the fourth at this rate. That is going to be a walk. A first and third, and then a stolen base for Callahan. And here comes Hayden Johnson. So here comes Hayden Johnson. That's going to be popped up. Jonathan Schmidt. And Keegan Grove comes in. And Keegan Grove drops it. Keegan Grove drops it. That's an error on Keegan Grove. The Mustangs on the board. It's now 6-1. Here goes Mason Runabaum to the plate. 1 run, 1 hit so far. Here comes the first pitch. It is a strike. 0-1. Here comes a pitch to Mason Runabaum. That's foul. 0-2. First and second, the tie-in run would be Cameron Kramer if he gets to the plate. It would be 4 batters until then. Here comes the pitch. That's high. 1-2. 1-2 to count to Mason Runabaum. With Johnson on first, Clendenin on second, here today on Meredix and on YouTube. And that's foul back. We do it again. We do it again. 1-2 to count. 1-2 to count to Mason Runabaum. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a ball. 2-2. 2-2 to count. Stealing third is Clendenin. Held up at first as Johnson. Runs out the corners. Nobody out. In a 40-minute game already. He got the pitch. That's a ball. 3-2. Johnson takes off. Steals second. 3-2. The count to Hayden Johnson. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. That's a swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. And here comes Cale Troutman. Second and third. 1 out. Bottom of the second. 6-1 Raiders. Red Raiders with the lead. First pitch is a ball. 1-0 to count. 1-0 to count. That's going to be a ground ball scooped up by Jonathan Schmidt. And he will make the play for out number 2. Mustangs do get another run. It's 6-2. It's 6-2. And there it is. So here we go. Here in the boom, boom. 6-2 the score. 2 runs on a hit. Williamsburg has 3 hits, scoring 6 times. 1 errant for Williamsburg. And then to be a pitch, and it's a ball. 1-2 to count. 1-2 to count to Caden Moore. Only 32 pitches thrown by Becker. That's going to be a ground ball scooped up by Ethan Pryor. He will throw it on for the 3rd out of the inning. Mustangs get 2 runs though. 2 runs on a hit, 1 error, 1 left. We go to the top of the 3rd. Williamsburg leads 6-2. You'll see Trainer Pettis Mustang. Level 3 baseball on the JT Sports Network. Presented by Coors, It's Just Sauce, and Interstate Swine. Welcome back here. PJ Carey. And then first pitch is a strike on 1. Next pitch, that's going to be a ground ball. New pitcher on the hill is number 32, Ethan Schmidt. So Schmidt is coming in the pitch. And it just went all the way down to the ground. 1 out here in the inning. And here comes Nolan Kent. So Nolan Kent, first pitch is a ball. A 1-0. 1-0 to count to Nolan Kent. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a strike. 1-1. 1-1 to count to Nolan Kent. Next pitch is a strike. 1-2. 1-2 to count to Nolan Kent. 1 out, bottom, top third. Here comes the pitch that's going to be high and outside. 2-2. 2-2 to count to Nolan Kent. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. 3-2 to count. 3-2 count. 3-2 count to Nolan Kent. That's going to be popped up. Kramer will snag it for out number 1. Here comes the first pitch that's going to be fouled back to the screen. 1-1. 1-1 to count to Keegan Grove. Here comes a pitch. That's going to be a ball. 1-0 to count. 1-1 to count, actually. 1-1 to count. The Keegan Grove, and that is going to be a strike. 1-2. 1-2 to count to Keegan Grove. We in the top half of the third. 45-minute game already. We only in the top of the third. That is a ball. 2-2. Ethan Schmidt is on the mound replacing Cale Troutman. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. That's going to be high. 3-2. 3-2 to count. Here comes the next pitch, and it's going to be a walk to Keegan Grove. And here comes Aiden Rotchen to the plate. First pitch is a strike on 1. Oh my, I can't even spell. Then first pitch. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be grounded backside foul. 0-2. 0-2, 2 outs, top of inning number 3 here from Mustang Way Park and Kangler Field. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's going to be fouled back towards the screen. We do it again, 0-2. 0-2 to count to Aiden Ratchet. That's going to be a ground ball out the fielding. He will throw it, and he will get him out for the third out on the inning. We go to the bottom half of inning number 3. Williamsburg leads 6-2. You're seeing Independence Mustang Level 3 Baseball on the JT's Sports Network, presented by Interstate Swine, and cause it's just sauce. Now welcome back to Independence Mustang Level 3 Baseball. On the JT Sports Network, we're doing dual broadcast. It will probably be on YouTube tomorrow. Let's see how it all squares up tomorrow. I don't know what's going on with it, so it could be both. We were originally scheduled to do softball today, but that didn't happen. Another mix-up. First pitch is a ball from Griffin Becker. 1 on a count. Top, bottom of the third. And from Mustang Way Park, 51-minute game. For the next pitch, gonna be a ball, 2-0. 2-0 to count. The Dots are feeling 0 for 1 today with a lineout. They only had 1 hit, and that's the double by Callahan. That one skips in. 3-0. We love free bases. We love free bases. We love free bases. We love free bases. That's one of the most underrated chants of all time in Iowa. And that is underrated right there. It's going to be a ground ball out to Jonathan Schmidt. He will botch it. That's an error on Jonathan Schmidt. The second Raider error. And here comes Cameron Kramer 0 for 1 today with a ground out. So fielding on first on the error by Jonathan Schmidt. And here comes Cameron Kramer. Cameron Kramer. Here comes the first pitch coming. Ethan Schmidt. Ethan Callahan, Ethan Schmidt. And that's going to be in the dirt. 1-0 to count. Griffin Becker has only one. His ERA is 2.50. 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, 1 hit, 1 walk. All he needs is a batter to hit everything. There's going to be popped up, loose shot to Kent, and it will fall in between them. Another error on the Raiders. That's the third error of the game on Williamsburg. And here comes Michael Bailey 0 for 1 with a ground out. Michael Bailey to the plate. Williamsburg ahead 6-2. Almost an hour game, and we only in the bottom of the third. A lot of long counts. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. That gets to the backstop. Both runners advance on a pass ball. So here comes a big chance for Michael Bailey. If he can score at least run, it will bring the tying run to the plate regardless. Nobody out in the bottom of the third. That's going to be in there for a base hit. Michael Bailey with a base hit. Then he bodges it in the outfield. It's going to be a 2 runs will score. It's now 6-4. So it's going to be a single the score run. Then he gets to go home on the air by the center fielder. So that's the 4th error of the game for Williamsburg. So it's now 6-4 in the bottom of the third. That's going to be a drive. And then bobble, and that's another error. The 5th error. The 5th error for the Red Raiders. In the 4th error of the inning. And now they're going to talk it over. Williamsburg leads at 6-4. But Mustangs have the tying and go-ahead runs on base with nobody out. With 5 errors, 4 errors in the inning for Williamsburg. We'll be back here and we will just keep it right here. And Callahan is on first. Bailey on second. Caleb Clendenin is the batter. 0 for 8 with a walk. But how about Griffin Becker? Only 1 earned run. 3 unearned. That's going to be pop back foul on 1 account. As we look at Insignia. USBC 4-port travel hub. That has been amazing. I can do 4 headsets if I really wanted to. Amazing product. But first pitch, strike. 1-1 to Clendenin. That's back to the screen. 0-2. 0-2 to count. To Caleb Clendenin, nobody out, bottom of the third. 57-minute game. Already. And that's going to be a ball. 1-2 to count. 1-2 to count. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. That's going to be popped up in the deep center. McMullen and Kent. And it drops between them. It drops between them. And it's a single. Bases are loaded with nobody out. And that brings Hayden Johnson 0 for 1 with an error. Golden opportunity for the Mustangs to get right back into this. Tying run at second. Go ahead run at first. Insurance run at the plate. And Hayden Johnson. Here comes the first pitch high. 1-0. 1-0 to count. to Hayden Johnson. Here comes the first pitch. That's going to be down the line. It's going to be snagged and safe. Everybody's safe, and the Mustangs have tied it. And it's 6-6. It's going to be he is safe on a fielder's choice, second to 6-4. And then 2 runs come in. The score. And it's 6-6. And only 1 earned run. 5 unearned for Griffin Becker. Still nobody out, and we are tied up at 6 apiece. We might not even get through the 3rd inning. We might not. And it could be Alan Jaspering. Yes, it is. The new pitcher is Alan Jaspering, the new pitcher for the Red Raiders. So Alan Jaspering is the new pitcher. So Jaspering is the new pitcher. It's a big spot here. Mustangs have only played it 4 in the inning. That time off of a single by Caleb Clendenin. Hayden Johnson reached on a fielder's choice. But 4 errors in the inning. Look at this. 6 runs on 3 hits. There's been combined 12 runs on 6 combined hits. There's been more runs than hits. That's usually what the case is, but still. But 5 unearned runs allowed by Griffin Becker. That's not good. 5 unearned runs for Griffin Becker. And that brings in Alan Jaspering. And now they go ahead runs 120 feet away at second base. And Caleb Clendenin. First pitch for Jaspering, and why are you bunting? I get there's nobody out, but that's a free out you're giving them. You don't give a free out to him in a tie game. I don't see it. Unless you know how to put the bunt down. That's a ball. 1-1 to count. And on a wild pitch, runners move up to second and third. An hour, 2-minute game. And we have nobody out here in the bottom half of the third. And the game could end in a tie. And swing and a miss. 2-2 to count. 2-2 to count. The Hayden 2. No, it's not 3-2. It's 2-2. 2-2 to count. And that's a hit by pitch. A hit by pitch for Alan Jaspering. And here comes Cal Troutman 0 for 1 with a ground out. Still nobody out in the inning. They have almost batted around and they had nobody out. So here comes Cal Troutman. First pitch is a ball, 1-0 to count. That's not Cal Troutman. That is Ethan Schmidt, the new pitcher. So he bats for him, and the Mustangs are going to take the lead on a wild pitch by the pitcher. And that means everybody will move up a base. That means everybody moves up a base. Mustangs with a 5-run inning to make it 7-6 Mustangs. 7-6 Mustangs with the lead now. That's high. 2-0. 2-0 to count. to Alan Jaspering has snagged 6 unearned runs. 6 unearned. That is a ball. 2-1 to count. 2-1 to count. Alan Jaspering. That is a strike. 2-2. 2-2 to count to Ethan Schmidt. Rombaum on second. Johnson on third. Nobody out. In the bottom of the Mustangs lead it 7-6. And that is a walk. So he walked to Ethan Schmidt. And here comes Caden Moore to the plate. 0 for 1. Here comes Caden Moore to the plate. 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Here comes the first pitch coming to Caden Moore. That ball is in there for a strike. 1-1. Here comes the next pitch. Good save there by Luke Kaderko, and that would have been all the way down to the backstop. Next pitch is a ball. 2-1. And the next pitch, it's 3-1. 3-1 to count to Caden Moore. And it is going to be a walk. Mine in their 6th run of the inning. And they officially batted around here in this inning. With nobody out. And here comes Dawson Feeling to the plate. An hour, 6 minutes. 8-6 Mustangs. And that is almost hit by pitch. 1-0 to count. Alan Jaspering has 2 walks and a hit by pitch. And 3 batters face. And that's going to be a nothing doing there. It's just a ball. 2-0 to count. 2-0 to count from Alan Jaspering. And the base will remain loaded. Over 2 is Dawson Feeling with a line drive and reached on an error. 5 Red Raider errors. And that is a ball. 3-0. 3-0 to count. This inning might take a while. I have a feeling that this inning might take 30 minutes on its own. And then going to be a walk, scoring a run, making it 9-3. 9-6. The 7th run of the inning. And in comes Cameron Kramer 0 for 2 with a ground out and an error. Still nobody out. 3 walks and a hit batter. He has 15 balls in his 20 pitches for Alan Jaspering. That's going to be hit high. And it's going to be a base hit. 1 run will score. And Mustangs lead it now 10-6 on an RBI single. And bases remain loaded for Michael Bailey. They might bat around twice. And there's still nobody out. Here comes Michael Bailey, 1 for 2 with a ground out and a single. And that's going to be a ground ball. That's a base hit. 1 runner will score. And it's going to be now 11-6 Mustangs. Still nobody out in the inning. And here comes Ethan Callahan, a 1 for 2 with a double and an error. A 9-run inning for the Mustangs. And Alan Jaspering has an ERA of infinite and a whip of infinite. That's a strike. 0-1. He has not recorded an out. 6 batters to the face, 3 earned runs. Only 8 unearned runs for the Mustangs. 8 unearned. That's a ball. 1-1. 11-6. Mustangs with the lead. On 5 critical errors in this inning. And now a 10-minute game. That is a strike. 1-2. Can Jaspering get his first out of the inning? He has faced. And that is a strikeout for out number 1. He should have swung on that one. 1 out, and here comes Caleb Clendenin to the plate. 1 for 1 today with a single and a walk. They only 4 batters away from batting around for the second time in the inning. That's a ball. 1-0. 1-0 the count to Caleb Clendenin. Here comes the 1-0 pitch that gets behind everyone. It's going to be a pass ball. And everybody moves up a base. It's now 12-6 Mustangs. Up by 6. A 10-run third inning. A 10-run third inning for the Mustangs. And we have scored too many runs for the scoreboard to even count. And then the next pitch is a ball. 3-0. 3-0 to count. Base is open. A walk and a single. Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. 3-1. And Caleb Clendenin did not like that one bit. But you look at the walks. 4 walks, 5 hits, only 2 strikeouts, 2 wild pitches, and a hit batter. And that is a walk. The 3rd walk of the game, and here comes Hayden Johnson to the plate. Only with 1 out. How about this? An ERA of 60. 4 walks, 1 hit batter, a whip of 18. That is going to be popped up. And it's going to be caught by Jonathan Schmidt for out number 2. Everybody's held up. And here comes Mason Rombaum to the plate. 0 for 1 today with a hit by pitch and a strikeout. All they need is 2 batters to reach the batter out for the second time in the inning. That's a ball. 1-0 to count. Alan Jaspering, his whip is now down to 9. And that is a strike. 1-1 to count. 34 pitches already in the outing for Alan Jaspering. And you shouldn't swing at that. Mason Rombaum knew it. And that's not even Mason Rombaum. That is Joe McCormick. So that's Joe McCormick batting in the 7th slot. That's going to be fouled back again by Joe McCormick. So McCormick comes in for Rombaum. 1-2 to count. 36 pitches. An hour, 15-minute game, and we only in the bottom of the 3rd. This is absolutely amazing why this is only in the bottom of the 3rd right now. I don't know. Here comes a pitch, and that is a outside corner, called 3rd strike to end the inning. But we go to the top of the 4th. Mustangs lead at 12-6. Right here on the JT Sports Network. back here. Inside the press box, first pitch is a ball from Ethan Schmidt. 1-0. 1 for 1 today with a single. 12-6 Mustangs have a 10-run inning. That's going to be popped up. And it's going to be caught by Ethan Schmidt. For out number 1, and here comes Finn Brumell 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk. And a walk! Here comes the first pitch. And here comes the first pitch, and it's going to be grounded back foul 0-1. 0-1 the count to Finn Brumell, 1 out in the bottom top of the fourth in an hour 25-minute game. I think there must not be a time limit. And there be a ground ball off the top of the mound. Good catch, good throw, good stick, and a safe. An error on Michael Bailey. Michael Bailey, a fielding error. And here comes Kobe McMullen, 0 for 0 today with 2 walks. A 12-6 game. Williamsburg led 6-0 out to 1. But then 12 runs in the last 2 innings for the Mustangs. They have the lead at 12-6. And it's going to be a strike. 0-1. 0-1 the count to Kobe McMullen. His third at bat of the ball game. Now we get away. 1 on the top of the fourth. Already an hour 30-minute game. That's going to be a ground ball to Ethan Callahan. He can't scoop it up. He's just going to eat it, and that's an error. An error on Ethan Callahan. So that's the 7th combined error of the game. The 2nd error on the Mustangs. And here comes Luke Kaderko with a single and a fly out. And then it's going to be the first pitch. Is a ball 1-0. 1-0 the count to Luke Kaderko. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. He will throw it over and it's going to be safe. 1 on the top half of the fourth. In a game that has solidified that you're not out of it until you're out of it. There's a ground ball to and no. So it's going to be a fielder's choice. It's going to be 4-6-3. Force. No. Three. And it's going to be dropped in the infield. But before that, 4-6-3. You advance. And you're out on the force. And then an infield single. To make it 7 to make it 13. I forgot the run 0 enter. There you go. It's now 12-7. That's gonna be a strikeout to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Independence leaves it 12-7 on the. And that's it because of the time limit. Independence wins because of the time limit. Final score 12-7. We'll be back here in a minute. You have been listening to Independence Mustang. Level 3 Baseball on the JT Sports Network. Welcome back. Independence loses 5-3 in game 1, but beats Williamsburg 12-7 in a nightcap. So long.